Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The healest of ballasts is on the channel once again. More content, as you can see. It's time to talk all elite wrestling with AEW All In and Globe Life Field. 8 matches on the card. It is looking stacked as heck. Let's talk about it. Let's get into it. Here we go. All in Texas. Starting off with the TNT Championship as Adam Cole, baby, defends the TNT Championship against Kyle Fletcher. Or some people are calling him Kyle Flashlight Fletcher. Don't ask. I don't know. Kyle Fletcher's really come into his own last year since his debut about 2 years ago, I believe, with the United Empire, so that Billy Goat and that kind of stuff and all that shtick. He's really coming to his own. The whole thing with Will Ospreay last year, that rivalry that spanned into this year, was so much fun. It was fun. He really coming into his own. He beat Okada last year, which this day is still shocking to me, but there you go. And he's been coming into his own. He's doing very well for himself. And of course, Adam Cole, baby, became the TNT champion, defeating Daniel Garcia, and that's about it, because I haven't been seeing his reign that much, but from what I have seen, it's okay, I guess. Give Kyle Fletcher the win. Nothing against Adam Cole. Nothing against Adam Cole at all. He's great. He's awesome. Kyle Fletcher needs to be belted up. Belt up this dude, and he's a future world champion. I know I'm sounding like a fanboy of this dude, but I have really grown to like Kyle Fletcher over these past years. He's great. He's got the look. And he can talk. He's got everything, man. He's got everything. So, bell him up. Let's see what we can do with it. Kyle Fletcher to become the new TNT champion. I think all the flashlights, so like the Fletchlights will like that out there. That's his fan base's name, apparently. That's pretty cool. Kyle Fletcher to get the win. Up next, we have a triple threat tag team match for the AEW tag team titles. We have the Hurt Syndicate, We Hurt People, Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin defending their titles against Jet Speeds, Kevin Knight and Speedball Mike Bailey, and the Patriarchy, Christian Cage and Nick Wayne. This should be fun. This really should be fun. The Hurt Syndicate have been pretty good since they came here. They hurt people, obviously. We all know that. They hurt people. But this past week, they got hurt themselves. They got the living daylights beaten out of them by both tag teams in Jet Speed and the Patriarchy. So, yeah, Bobby Lashley had his knee injured. Obviously not real. And stuff like that. And they beat the living daylights out of Shelton Benjamin. Even MVP got some shots. And this all came before, we had Mark Briscoe and MJ having their talkie talk. That was such a pretty good segment, I ain't gonna lie. Talkie talk. Anyways, this match should be really good. Honestly, I'm looking forward to this. I really, really want Jet Speed to win because I have grown to love Kevin Knight. I was like Kyle Fletcher. Kyle Fletcher's great too. Kevin Knight. Speedball I've seen like many times before. He's always been great, but Kevin Knight has really, really become my favorite wrestlers this year. He is really, really good at what he does. And this whole Jet Speed combo with these two as a tag team is great. Reward them. Do I think they're gonna win? No. The Patriarchy. I love Christian Cage. Who doesn't love Christian Cage? Who doesn't love their father? Who doesn't love their father? Christian Cage. Christian Cage. I can't get Dan's name right. Christian Jane. Who the heck is that? Anyways, and Nick Wayne, his loyal son. The first father and son tag team right there. Is it gonna happen? No. I don't think it's gonna happen. The Hurt Syndicate are going to retain, in my opinion. I would love it to be Jet Speed, and my fingers are crossed it happens, but I just have this feeling that the Hurt Syndicate are hanging to it a little bit longer, just a little bit longer as tag team champions, and then I think Jet Speed will grab them down the road. But I think the Hurt Syndicate are hanging into it a bit longer. That's what my mind is telling me. So I'm going with the Hurt Syndicate, but my fingers are crossed that Jet Speed get the win, because, come on, man. Who doesn't love Kevin Knight and Speedball? Come on. Belt them up. But the Hurt Syndicate are going to win them, retain the titles. Up next, we have 2 Casino Gauntlet matches. One for the future championship shots. Of course, you all know how this works. So in the first, we have the women. We have Megan Bayne being the entry number 1. Chris Statlander, my favorite, being number 1. And we have number 2 is Megan Bayne. Okay, cool, awesome. They've met before, and they're going to meet again. There's going to be so many people in this match. Like, you already know, there's going to be surprises. Wouldn't be shocked if we see, like, maybe Atlanta Black. Wouldn't be surprised if we see, like, a few returns out there. Maybe a debut from Dakota Kai. Maybe a debut, who else could we see? Who haven't we seen? Hikari Shida, hopefully, because I really miss Hikari Shida. Gosh, there's so many other people I bet. Camille, I don't freaking know. I don't know. Legit don't know who's going to be in this match, or both matches, but I am intrigued to see what they're going to do and who's going to win. Who I want to Chris Statlander. Please give Chris Statlander something. Please. I've been a fan of that woman since the start of this company, man. And I really want her to get her due outside the TBS championship. Give her this win. Give her the future shot at the champion, the women's world champion down the road. Please give it to Chris Statlander. My fingers are crossed. Honestly, who's going to win? I'm going to go with Athena. I'm going to go with Athena to win the women's casino gauntlet. Because, well, you got to throw Texas something. Come on, man. You got to throw Texas something. And plus, like, it'd be a pretty cool moment for her. You know, get the big pop, you know, all that good stuff. You know, all the good, you know, cool stuff that comes along with it. Give her the win. And plus, she's probably losing the ROH Women's title to Thunder Rose at Supercard of Honor. I mean, that's a show that's happening this weekend if you didn't know. I mean, I'm not watching it, but there you go. Honestly, yeah, I could see give it to Athena. Give her the win, and, make Texas happy over there. So, I'm going with Athena. And my backup is going to be Chris Statlander. So, there you go. On to the men's gauntlet. We have Ricochet, MJF, Mark Briscoe, Brody King. We have Bandito and Mystico. Not bad at all for a little gauntlet. And there's going to be some surprises too. Who the surprise is going to be? Well, we're going to find out during the match itself. The whole story, obviously, heading into this whole thing has been Mark Briscoe and MJF with personal jabs and all that good shtick. They had a pretty good promo last night as well. Like, good God, it got personal. MJF brought up Jay Briscoe, rest in peace, Jay Briscoe, obviously. He brought up, like, you know, the past of Mark Briscoe. He brought up his family, all the whole stuff MJF loves to do. He brought up all that, and pretty much good old chicken didn't stand for that. Let me tell you right now, Mark Briscoe knows how to do his shtick on the mic. He is no slouch. He is good. He's funny, and he's entertaining. That's what I love about Mark Briscoe. MJF is a big deal in this match, and whoever wins this match, I think will have implications on the main event. Who I think is going to win the match? MJF. I think MJF is going to get the dub here because, well, with Athena, you gotta give the people what they want, I guess. You know, make the crowd happy. Might as well make the crowd with that one. And I think they're going to make the crowd pissed off with this one. Like I said, the lowest of lows before the highest of highs. MJF is going to win the gauntlet. That would be great. It'd be great to see, like, like maybe Ricochet. That'd be kind of cool to see Ricochet win, but I don't think he's going to get it. Brody King has really come into his own as of late, Brody King with his barking has been fantastic. Please give me him and Braun Breaker, by the way. He could win. Bandito's grabby ain't winning. Mystico ain't winning. As for, maybe the only surprising big one is Darby Allin, but I think he will probably be in the main event, surprise-wise. So we'll see with that one. But I'm going to go with MJF to win the men's gauntlet. There you go. The devil will be getting his due. There you go, MJF. Up next, we have a tag team match. I am looking forward to this one. My boys, Billy Goat and Swerve Strickland, to go up against the Young Bucks. If Ospreay and Swerve lose, which they better not, they cannot challenge for the AEW World Championship for 1 year. If the Young Bucks lose, they will be stripped of their EVP titles. This really could go either way, because I could see Tony Khan giving us the lowest things, but her giving us the highest of highs, or the lowest of lows before the highest of highs in the main event. This really could go either way, and I'm very torn on who can win this. I'm not counting out the Young Bucks. As much as I can't stand them, I'm not counting them out. But I'm also not counting my boys, Billy Goat and Swerve Strickland. Those are my boys. I ain't counting out Ospreay and Swerve. The way we saw the Go Home show, man, you had Swerve Strickland literally crush the Young Bucks freaking limo, which was hilarious. And the whole babyface staying tall, which I'm not flinching at all, I guess. Swerve and Ospreay have been a pretty fun tag team so far. It took a while for Swerve to start trusting Ospreay for a good while because, Swerve has had this vendetta against the Hanger for a good long while, as we all know. And Ospreay is trying to play peacemaker, and honestly, it has been working out. Will it pay off at all in? We're going to find out. With the stipulation being added, if Swerve and Ospreay lose, they don't get the challenge for the title. until for 1 year. And the EVPs lose, they get to lose their EVP status. So I'm gonna take a wild risk and say that Ospreay and Swerve are going to lose this match. I don't know why. Something in the back of my mind is just telling me. Again, we're gonna get the lowest of lows before the highest of highs. They're gonna make it sad on the show until the big moment. Hopefully. So I'm gonna go with the Young Bucks to beat Swerve and Ospreay. Plus, with the go home show math, the babyfaces did stand tall. It doesn't obviously work out a lot, but yeah, Swerve crushed the Young Bucks limo, which was hilarious. Then the Swerve stomp out the top of the freaking excavator, so that was pretty sick. And whose house? Swerve's house. There you go. I'm gonna go with the Young Bucks to beat Swerve and Ospreay. So there you go. Oh man, here we go. The AEW Women's World Championship is on this timeless Toni Storm against your CEO, Mercedes Moné. Oh my gosh, people are not going to be happy with the result of this match. While it hasn't been the best rivalry, I will say that, it has been kind of getting my attention a bit. I'm not going to lie, the whole promos and kind of stuff it's just been okay. I've been kind of enjoying it. Tony's been stepping it up. She's getting a lot more vicious. I mean, look who she's dealing with, for goodness sakes. She's dealing with 4 belts, soon to be 5, 6 belts, Moné. Good God. And then, of course, she won the AEW Women's World Championship back in Australia, defeating Mariah May, and who knows where she is nowadays, wink, wink. And then you got, Mercedes, who's won every single belt under the sun at this point in professional wrestling. Good God. This really could go either way. I could see Toni Storm winning and keeping her title and also being the first one to beat Mercedes since she got into AEW. On the other hand, I could see Tony Khan giving the title to Mercedes Moné and pissing off the fans. I wouldn't say pissing off all the fans. I just want to see their reaction, honestly, if Mercedes wins. I think this is where I'm going to go with the second option. I think Mercedes is winning the title, and that's going to be it. Yeah, I think Mercedes is winning the title. Tony's had it since Australia was back in January, I believe, February. So I think they're going to give it to her. I'm going with Mercedes Moné. I just got this feeling that Tony Khan's not going to pass this up. I could see them giving it to Tony and having her keep it because, you have the streak there that's, the streak that she's been on. I wouldn't say streak, but like her tolerance she's been on. And plus, you could obviously, you could revisit this down the road. I'm going to go with Mercedes Moné, just because I want to see the internet's reaction. Plus, I don't think Tony Khan is going to pass this up, honestly. So, like I say, he's going to give us the lowest of lows for the highest of highs. I mean, for me, this is not the lowest of lows. The lowest of lows when we get to the main event. I'm going with Mercedes Moné to win the AEW Women's World Championship, and it's going to be timeless. Wink, wink. Here we go. You've all been waiting for this. Kazuchika Okada, Kenneth Omega, winner take all, the AEW Continental Championship, the AEW National Championship, unified into the AEW Unified Championship. First of all, an interesting name, I guess. I mean, we've already heard unifying belts before. I don't really care for the title, the title design, I guess, but it is what it is. I don't even have to explain the history between these two because you already know it. I'm sure most people who are watching this know it. If you don't know it, they had a big rivalry in Japan, New Japan, series of matches, that kind of stuff, and all the good glitz and glamour that we all love. It was great. If you have not seen the rivalry, highly recommend go and looking some of the clips up. They're long matches, obviously. I highly recommend go and look at the clips up. Go look at some some pictures or whatever. They're good. It's a really good match stuff and series, a trilogy of amazing shtick. I'm going to tell you right now. Of course, Kenny Omega, the international champion, won it defeating Takeshita. And Okada's the longest reigning continental champion of all time. And both lineages of both belts will be continued in this championship title. So that's fair. Oh, apparently they can carry around all 3 championships. So that's going to be interesting, I guess. So, all right, makes sense, I guess. I don't know. Of course, Okada teamed up with the Don Callis family, which please get Don Callis out of here, man. We tired of Bald Fraud. We tired of this dude. We tired of Mandark from Dexter's Laboratory. Come on, get out of here. Anyways, I still don't know why the Don Callis family is still around. Like, get out of here. Get out of here. Go away. Disappear for a long time, please. Anyways, enough of me complaining about bald fraud. This should be fun, obviously. We all know this, man. Of course, Kenny Omega was taken out a few weeks ago, and he was made to cough up blood because Okada decided to target all the good old midsection because, of course, Kenny Omega had diverticulitis, that kind of stuff, and, he beat the living daylights out of Kenny, and then Kenny returned like last week to save Kota Ibushi, his golden lover buddy. Hope maybe we're see Ibushi in this match. I don't care. Somehow, someway, we're see Ibushi. Come on. I need to see more of my hug. Come on. Love the Golden Lovers. But I'm very excited. Very excited. This is going to be so much fun. This is going to be so much fun. I'm excited. Now, who's going to win? Kenny Omega is going to win. Kenny Omega is going to win. Kenny Omega is going to become I wouldn't say I don't freaking know. He would become the unified champion. Kenny Omega is going to win this match. Listen, Okada, I like you. You're great. You're awesome. You're still the Rainmaker, bitch. But you're going to lose this match. Kenny is winning, and Kenny is taking the title. Kenny is taking your title. He's taking the new title. He's taking his title, and he's walking out champ. And it's going to be awesome, and I can't wait. Now, it's gonna be towards in this concept, in this whole stadium. I'm very intrigued how the crowd's gonna react. They're gonna be good. They're gonna be bad. We're gonna find out. And plus the card placement, where this is gonna be at, probably would be the co-main event, I guess. Maybe either this or the women's world title will co-main event. I'm fine either way. I'm very intrigued where this is going to end up on the card. But I'm going to go with Kenny Omega. Okada, I love you. You're great. You're awesome. But come on. No one can beat the Best Bout machine. Well, except you. You've already beaten him before. But still. Kenny Omega to win the continent, to win and become the unified champ. Let's go. Kenny Omega. And in the main event, the AEW World Heavyweight Championship on the line. Texas Death. Let's run it back once again. My man, Hangman Adam Page, going up against Jon Moxley. Here we go. We've made it. Of course, Hanger won the Owen, beating Billy Goat. Never forgetting it. Very fun match. My boys, main eventing. Challenging for the world title. Hangman Adam Page. First time he won the title, 2021. Very happy. Very happy. And here we are a few years later, challenge for the world title once again. Jon Moxley won the AEW World Championship last year, putting Bryan Danielson out the pasture. He threw Darby Allin down a bunch of stairs. This man has run through everybody, and it's over. It needs to end. Now, do I fully think it's going to happen? I don't know. I'm going to go with Hangman Page, but I don't know. I am going to go with Hangman Page to get the win, and I'm praying to God that they do the right thing. Now, I'm not putting any betting on it that they're going to do the right thing. I'm just hoping the entire AEW locker room enters to stop the Death Riders. I don't care what you got to do. Do the right thing, Tony Khan. I'm going with Hangman Adam Page to win the AEW World Championship. And if it doesn't happen, AEW, I love you, but oh boy. I mean, I guess Darby Allin will be the one to do it at that point. And if Darby Allin's not the one, then God only knows how long John will hold this thing. He'll probably hold in the 2030 decade. I'm kidding, don't do that. Let's go Hangman Adam Page. Cowboy shit all the way. Hangman Page to become the AEW World Heavyweight Champion. Like I said, I don't care what you gotta do. Do the right thing, Tony Khan. Do the right thing, AEW. Now, I'm not too hesitant. I'm not too hyped up to see they could do it, because I just got this one they might not do it. You could see in the back of my mind they won't do it. But fingers are crossed, dudes. Fingers are crossed. They give Hangman the world title. And that is my predictions for AEW All In Texas. My gosh, what a stacked show. What a stacked week of professional wrestling, is all I'm going to say. I'm tired. I'm going to go back on my vacation, and I will be watching the show. Hope you all enjoyed the video and the predictions. If you did, please do sweet the like button down below. Subscribe to me like this one, Fire Twitter, Hillbauer, Instagram, Hillbauer YT. And if you're going to any of these shows, have a great time. I'm gonna go back to my vacation. Stay safe out there. Let's enjoy all the wrestling, man. It's gonna be great. Too sweet and peace out, dudes.